Hello everyone, welcome back once again. In this video, we will look at C++ mobile development inside the Visual Studio 2019 and upwards. But before we get started, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You can build a native C++ applications for iOS, Android, and Windows devices by using the cross-platform tools available in Microsoft Visual Studio. Mobile development with C++ is a workload available in the Visual Studio installer. So to get started, we got to make sure that we have the mobile development with C++ workload installed in our Visual Studio. So to make sure we've got that sorted out, you have to open a blank Visual Studio with no projects, or you can open it with projects however you want it to be. And then you can either search on your Windows to get a Visual Studio installer, or you can get it from the tools inside the Visual Studio. Get tools and features. So this will also open that as well. So once we've got the Visual Studio installer opened, then we have to look for mobile development with C++. So you need to make sure you have this bit checked. Is download and installed. So you check this bit here. So you click on this bit here, it will download and install it automatically. But while it's being downloaded and installed, you got to make sure that you've got any instances of Visual Studio closed for the changes to take effect straight away. So once you've got that bit sorted out, then we can close this bit here. So now we can come inside the Visual Studio again. So once the SDK, it installs the SDK and tools you need for cross-platform development of shared libraries and native applications. So when it's installed, you can use C++ to create code that runs on iOS and Android devices and platforms, Windows tools, and Xboxes. So writing a code for multiple platforms is often frustrating. The primary development languages and tools for iOS, Android, and Windows are different on each platform. However, all platforms support writing code in C++. So it's the common denominator that can enable reuse of core code across platforms. So native code written in C++ can be both more performant and resistant to reverse engineering. Code reuse can save both time and effort when creating applications for multiple platforms. So now as we've got this under our belt, let's get to it again. So we come inside the file, the new project, of course. So here we're going to select C++, all platforms, and mobile. So here we get multiple project templates that we can actually use, like a shared items project, native activity applications for Android in C++, then basic applications. So if we scroll down here, so as you can see, we've only got mostly Android applications showing, but obviously you can use the same bit here to develop an iOS application or Windows application. So once we've got this bit sorted out now, we're just going to start with one application, sorry, one template to see how they all come up. So we select a native activity application for Android. So we click on the next. Here we can configure, we can do all the project configuration if you're new to Visual Studio by giving your project name and then the solution location. So if you're okay with this bit, then we click on the create. So this will actually create a new C++ project that can run on Android. So as you can see here now, we've got the project created. So we have two projects that is being created. We've got one for the packaging. This part.
If you're a business owner, then animated explainer videos are the best way to capture attention, get more followers, and drive more sales. They're engaging to watch.
I can save like the values in XML. Like let's say it saves the resources in terms of imaging, some XMLs and whatnot. And then we've got the native activity project here. So this part also hold the C++ code or the project code. So we've got these external dependencies which contains all the headers of the application or the project, and then we've got this also which is provided by it's just a configuration. It's provided with a template. So we've also got the main.cpp. So this is for the simple templates. Simple application templates that you're using. So here you can have a look. It's just the usual stuff. So this goes is just the current frame in the display, just to display the current frame in the display, and this just to fill the screen with a color. And then this tear down the EGR context currently associated with the display. So this is just mostly simple stuff just to get you started. Yeah. So you should just take your time and look through this file. Then we've got a PCH. So it's used by the build system to generate a precompiled header. Note that no PCH is needed, and the PCH is automatically included in all CPP files that are part of the project. So there you go. So now we've got this whole thing sorted out. Yeah. So we're just going to run to see what is actually going to come up. Yeah. So we can do this by actually making sure that we have a emulator started. So I have got the emulator here, and we got to make sure that we select the emulator processor type. So in this case we've got an H6. So as you can see here now, this is where I've got the emulator. So Visual Studio ran into an unexpected problem with the Android packaging. You may not reload the solution. You may need to reload the solution if you continue. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. Let's see if we can actually run it. So we're just gonna click this bit here, or you can click on the F5 to run it. So yeah, this is what we've got. So we've got this display flipping colors, right? So it's just like a color animation or something like that. So now that you've been able to get started with the C++ mobile development, you can go on and explore it further in your own time, and you could also go ahead and explore this code to strike out what is actually happening in this application. This will actually enhance your knowledge in terms of continuing with this bit here, right? So I hope this actually helps you to to actually get started with the C++ mobile development, right? And I also hope that you've actually got some basic knowledge in terms of C++ programming, because you would, of course, definitely need it to actually decipher what this project or template is about. So, once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do, because I've got lots of videos coming up, yeah? Then, have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Stay blessed, stay in peace. Hope to catch up on the next video. Bye bye.
Wikendi ni muda wa kuchoma nyama. Tukikutana pamoja inakuwa kama sherehe. Na siku zote zimekuwa nyakati za kuthaminika. Tuweke matumbo sawia. Wakati wakicheza, akili ichangamke. Unaruhusiwa kuvimba ukiwa kitaani. Unaona, mwanangu kashinda mchezo.
Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome to your Android programming tutorial series. So what is Android? Well, it is the operating system that powers the Android phones. So if you want to develop apps for this is the series for you. Now you might be an iPhone user and you might prefer that, but as a developer you often need to know how to develop for both, because a company usually wants their application on Android and on the Apple Store. So that's my goal here. I'm going to try to teach you how to develop an Android in this series, and then later on we're going to be teaching you how to develop on Apple in a future series. So please be sure to subscribe if you're looking forward to that. Now if you're new and you don't really know how my videos work, let me explain. I keep it real simple. Concepts.